Yeah, good morning, farmers. It's been a while. I come up online. That's because we have a lot of things running at the farm. Okay. I won't be leaving you guys without an information. Um, a couple of times we've observed that farmers are having issues with of diseases, especially during the rainy season. You find out that there's this blister around the mouths of the goats. Mostly, you observe that goats don't usually have foot rots. It's very difficult, except if the pen of that particular farmer it's always muddy. That's when you start seeing goats with foot rot. But then once you start seeing these blisters around the mouth, it's expected for them to start having same challenge around their legs. But it's very rare for goats, but very common with sheeps. Okay, but then what are the situations? How do we cope up this menace and the farm? First of all, proper hygiene, because we observe that whenever you start seeing this issues about um mouth of diseases, it is always very common that the farmer is not top notch when it comes to biosecurity, when it comes to isolating the animal that already has it. Because sometimes when you're buying a new animal, the animal is having it, then you don't know that a particular animal is having it by the mouth. You didn't dictate it, or it's there but you just neglected it because usually foot rots don't really um, cause much harm at the farm. Why did I say that? Because it takes a period of 2 weeks for that to dry off. Whether treated or not, it's going to definitely dry off. But then it is important that you note that you need to take care of it, especially when it's happening to younger ones. It's very difficult to treat because the younger ones, once it happens to them, they start losing appetite to eat, and then if the blisters are just so much that it covers all their mouth, they can't suck, then they die. So it's not really, it doesn't kill animal, but then when you don't take care of it properly, especially when it's happening to the older ones, you don't isolate the younger ones and make sure you spray your pen, then this animal contacts it, the younger ones contact it, it becomes a problem at the farm. Now, how do we treat this of disease? How do we treat it? It's simple. A couple of times you see farmers keep struggling with this situation. You see that they don't really know how to treat this off disease. It becomes an issue when they are trying to treat it. It's so difficult because the blisters around the mouth of the goats is there and it doesn't go away. Now, you need your antibiotics. Most antibiotics that is very effective to use. For me, I use pen strip. All right, I use pen strip to inject on the animal. But first, what do you need to do? Very simple. Get your hydrogen peroxide, and then you put it in a cotton wool and then scratch out that places. Yes, it's going to cause a blister because by the time you scratch it off, you find out that the mouths of that goat will become a sore kind of mouth, has injury, and is opened, accessible for insects to penetrate. But then what do you do after scratching it all up? But for those that don't have money, because I always like to make my explanation very simple, because we are not all buoyant farmers. Some farmers are struggling actually. So I like to always give you this teachings where you can use a very simple techniques to be able to manage these situations even when you don't have the drugs in your farm. So if you can get your hydrogen peroxide, the smaller bottle, and you scratch it all up, and you can also get yourself warm water if you don't have hydrogen peroxide. Warm water, but it should be above warm, like very a little bit hot, but not so hot that can peel off the skin. So a little bit warm, very warm, that you can use it with a hot towel and scratch those things out. Once you do that, then get your spray. I use also spray sets. Some other people use herbal spray sets. So it depends on the one you see. But this spray, you can go to any vet shop and ask them for spray sets. They'll give it to you. You spray around the mouth. Why? You're trying to control the you're trying to control the insects from still feasting around that place, and then dropping their life out there. So once you're able to do that, the animal is okay. Do that for 5 days, and before 2 weeks, I'm sure you're not going to see that. I'm ensure that you isolate those animals that are having this kind of challenge. Okay, so guys, this is Vixen Farm. Always to subscribing to my page. I've not been seeing a lot of subscribers, so please continue to shoot up your girl up there. Subscribe to my channel. Don't forget, keep your girl up there. So subscribe to my channel, comment, because the comment helps me to bring in new ideas to you guys. If you don't comment, I don't know what am I going to be bringing to you. I try my best to scratch in here and there to be able to get you topics, but you can as well do me a lot of good by your experience. I know I have a lot of farmers that have so many experiences, but they're not sharing it. So share your experience, type it on that comment section. Let's hear what you have to say, and then have a great day, guys. Vixen Farm, bye. Take care. All right.